lovelies, it's the Goddess back with another pick a card reading. Today's theme is what unexpected changes are coming your way. So what things that you don't see coming are going to be changing in your life. It's a little bit of an insight, whether it's good or bad. To be honest, there's mostly positive messages in these readings. There's a bit of dark attributes in the beginning. However, it is to, as always, get you to your highest version of yourself. So I'm really big on self-reflection, facing the shadow aspects of ourselves so we can overcome them and become the highest version of ourselves. So that's the theme today. I'm very excited to deliver this reading for you guys. It's a timeless reading as well, so whenever you guys come across it, that's when you are meant to hear the messages provided. So I have 4 piles for you guys. I have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. Please take the time to meditate on which pile really resonates with you, which picture really draws you in, which stone you're really drawn into, which crystal. I will have the timestamps down below, and I will see you at your pile. Alright, pile 1, if you chose this card here with the yin yang symbol and this green stone, this is the reading for you. So the theme of this reading is what unexpected changes are coming your way. So from the tarot, we have the Emperor in reverse. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. The 5 of Fire, the Crone in reverse, Balancing Act. This is from The Universe Has Your Back. We'll read that at the end. Little message for you. We have the Lovers, Lady de Muertos, which represents Lady of Death or Lady of the Dead. Third quarter moon, Remembrance. We have 2 11s here, 1111, and Sky Father. Here's a message from your angel about balancing and relationship harmony. Here's a prayer as well for your angels, and we'll read this card at the end as well for you. Okay, I'll put that there. We'll get to that though. Okay, so pile 1. These are the unexpected changes that are coming your way, but we're going to see what the current energy is and what's going on here. So we have the Emperor here in reverse, and we have the Knight of Swords. And so the Emperor, I'll show you this right here, this magnificent Emperor here. So the Emperor is awesome. In the tarot, he represents someone that has all of the elements in check. So basically his emotions are in check, he's mentally stable, he's financially stable, and his passions are in check as well. So all the elements, fire, air, water, and pentacle as well, right? Earth, energy, all of that is in check. When it's in reverse, that shows that there's an imbalance of that. Okay, so take what resonates, right? Because this is a general reading, but what this is telling me is that you have been out of balance. And the reason for that is because of this Knight of Swords. So I really feel that this Knight of Swords could be a male figure in your life, because we do have the Sky Father here. And just the energy of the Knight of Swords in reverse represents that as well. So, I mean, most likely it's a male in your life. It could possibly be a woman as well, but most likely a male in your life, or a masculine energy that, and this could be a partner, this could be a boss, this could be a friend even, you know, could be your father even, or even a father figure, someone that has control over you, right? The Knight of Swords in reverse is not a very good energy. It represents someone who can be a bully, someone that is rash, is impatient, and controlling as well. Doesn't have really healthy boundaries. This whole reading is about balance and having healthy boundaries, okay? And this is a reason why you are unbalanced right now, is because you haven't had healthy boundaries. This Knight of Swords in your life, like I said, whether it's a partner, a father figure, a boss, a friend, it's someone that is bullying you, someone that is trying to be controlling, and someone that is quite rash and impatient and very high energy as well, but it's not an energy that's directed in the right way, okay? And no wonder you're in this energy of being chaotic, because it's just unbalance and chaoticness within your mind and emotions and stability, even financial stability. Like I said, take what resonates, but it's so strong here about balance. There's so many messages about balance. This card talks about, well, this is a prayer here, but this is about harmony. This is about balance as well. This is about balance, because this card, balance, right? It's a big message about that. So what is unexpected that you don't see coming, what is coming, is you're going to have enough of this, right? You're going to have enough of this person that's been driving you up the wall. This is a conflict card. This is the fighting card, but in this instance, it's a good thing, because you need to stand up for yourself. You need to have healthy boundaries. That's what the crone represents. The crone is one of my absolute favorite cards in this deck. This is from the Dreams of Gaia, because the crone, I'll show you her, and I'll actually read what it says in the booklet too. It came out in reverse. Still very powerful meaning. The crone, she represents a woman that has come past the childbearing years, okay? So she's deemed in society as really unworthy, okay, useless. But she refuses to let that label define her. She stands in her power, right? And so that's why she wields this wand of like magic, right? And she will be someone that will fight as well, for what is right, and she will stand up for herself. Okay, so when this comes in reverse, I'm going to read what it says here in the booklet. But it's about standing in your power, and it goes even deeper when it comes in reverse, about facing the shadow side of yourself as well. So what it says here, okay, so I'm just read this for you. So it says, when the crone appears in reverse position, she symbolizes the need to get in touch with your shadow self. It's time to draw on the strength of your shadow and get angry. Not a rash and reactive anger, but a cold, defiant, and determined anger. Someone may need to be told to take a long walk off of a short pier, because if you do not tell them, they're going to continue to expect you to be meek and compliant. They may want you to feel unimportant. They may want you to believe you have no purpose. They may want you to question and doubt yourself. They may want you to do as you're told. They may want you to stay in a nice brown boring box they believe to be your perfect fit. Regardless of the reasons, they want you to remain in a doubtful and uncertain state of mind, because it gives them more power to control you and disempower you. So now is the time for you to say no. It is time for you to prove them wrong by doing everything they tell you you cannot, or should not, or are unable to do, right? So this is about standing in your power, just like the crone. It says here, it is time to be fierce, it is time to fight back, do not be afraid, do not give up. The crone reverse symbolizes the need to go to war if necessary to prove your worth, not to them, but for yourself, okay? And so that's what this fight is here. You've had enough. So this Knight of Swords, this is a bully in your life, okay? They're just trying to control you. And I feel it's a masculine energy. That's what I feel from the Sky Father here. And you've had enough. And it's good. This is a really good thing. This is what you don't see that's coming, but this is a really good thing, that you just had enough of it. And it's time to set those healthy boundaries. It's time to say no, right? And tell someone, you know, this is who I am, this is me, and I'm gonna do me, and you know, it's time to take back your power, right? Because this person feels, there are people sometimes, like bullies in general tend to be cowards actually, and that's why there are bullies. And bullies, they've actually been bullied before, that's why they bully other people. It's how they feel powerful, right? They get the feeling of power by disempowering others, okay? And so that's the type of person you're dealing with. And even if it's a parent, you know, and they don't mean to do this, maybe they deep down feel like they have your best interest at heart, they're going about it the wrong way. And especially if you're an adult, right? Especially if you are like 18 plus, but even if you're not, even if you're a teenager, you know, still, yes, you have to obey your parents and everything like that, but you know, you are you, right? I'll give you an example. When I was young, when I was 16, I wanted to do this dance class outside of school, right? It was actually on the campus. And my mom made a big deal. No, your grades are gonna fall. You know, you're not gonna have time for it, blah, blah, blah. But it was like, you know, let me at least try, right? And luckily I did have a father that was very supportive of any extracurricular activities I wanted to do. And so I was saying, you know, if my grades drop, then I'll stop doing it, but at least let me have the chance to do it, right? And so I really fought for what I wanted, and I got it. And so I was allowed to do dance after school, and it was fine. Like, my grades were fine, right? But it was because I stood up and I fought for myself. So again, with the chrono reverse, it's saying not to fight in an angry, aggressive, out of control manner, right? Not to fight like that, to be controlled in your anger, but still be firm, right? So even, like I said, I was a teenager then, you know, but if it's like a boss, if it's even a partner, right? You need to have that balance, because it says here, and I'll show you this card here, it says here balance. Love is not always about agreeing for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges, okay? So a great relationship, whatever, you know, friend, lover, parent, co-worker, employee, boss, whatever relationship you have, there always needs to be balance, and there always needs to be a give and take, right? And you cannot lie to yourself and just say yes, yes, yes to avoid conflict, because then you're going to wind up in this energy. And that's why you have been in this energy in the past, is because you're trying to avoid this, but this is going to come about. You've had enough, and it eats away at you slowly, bit by bit, right? Because you're not being authentic, you're not being you. And you don't want to be in this energy. You want to be the best version of yourself. And balance is essential to be the best version of yourself, right? And so, like this card is saying, you know, a great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. You need to have a healthy example of that, you know, where yes, there's going to be challenges, but you also need that support as well. And I feel that there's been too much challenge and not enough support for what you need. That's why you're in this energy, okay? But this is going to change. Like I said, you're going to start really getting the courage to fight for what is right, to fight for yourself, right? And we have the balancing act, and it's another message of it's reiterating what I was saying already about what the crone in reverse was saying too, you know, about having that balance, fighting for what you need to, but doing it in a calm way. So it says here, 11, you're calm within no matter the fluctuation of outer conditions. There are times when things seem a bit topsy-turvy and it feels as if you're juggling 1,000 balls in the air. Perhaps you're unsure of your footing. Now is the moment to evaluate which areas of your life need balance and then restore equilibrium. Choose harmony over discord and great success will be yours. You'll find inner stability when you choose a balanced, focused, and level path, right? So success will be yours if you choose harmony over discord, right? So I get it. You don't want this conflict and everything, but this is necessary. You're being asked to be the crone, okay? This is necessary at this point. Sometimes you gotta fight when you're being walked over. You don't want to be a doormat, right? And so, but at the same time, have that inner peace as well. Be that calm within the storm. You want to be, you know, like that King of Cups, where he's the king of emotions. He's mastered his emotions, so he knows how to be calm even when the sea is stormy and crazy. And you want to be that type of person. And it's not easy, I know, but you can do it. And this is what's coming. This is what's coming, is that you're getting fed up of everything, and you're going to stand up for what is right, for you being treated fairly, and that's why you're going to get this balance, right? And as long as you do it, because this is the advice, right? As long as you do it in a calm demeanor, because you can stand up for yourself and still be calm, right? Just because this person is losing their cool, and this actually shows that you are in standing in your power, and you're the one in control. The one in control is always the one that is the dominant one anyway, whether you realize that or not. The one yelling and screaming, they're the one out of control. They're the one actually losing the battle, okay? Because they're losing their emotions. But as long as you can stay stable in your emotions and speak your truth and say, no, I don't want to do this because of this, and that, because I want to be treated fairly, or this is wrong, but you stay calm, that's how you're going to achieve this. Okay, that's the advice. Because this is coming. This is coming. And it needs to come. Because you've had enough, right? And what's going to happen when you open these doors up? Well, the doors of opportunity are actually going to open up when you do this. That's the right way to say it. Because the Lovers is about different choices as well. So there are two paths ahead. Be true to yourself, right? So because you're being more authentically you, because you're standing up for what you want, standing up for the right thing, it's gonna open up the doors of opportunity, which is what 1111 represents. That's the doors of opportunity. They look like doors. And if you start seeing that time on the clock, or start seeing that number, you know, that's a good sign that you're awakening. And be mindful of your thoughts too when you see that number as well, because again, that represents the doors of opportunity, but also the doors of manifestation as well, because there's going to be so much abundance and amazing things opening to you. Like I said, the doors of opportunity will be opening to you, because you're finally standing in your power, and finally gaining the balance that's been much needed, right? And this is reiterated too with a lady that's muertos. So I'm Mexican background, but this has to do with like a Mexican holiday, the Day of the Dead. And so like in the Mexican culture, we you know, laugh pretty much at the face of death. You know, we take it lightly. We don't mourn. I mean, we mourn our dead, but we also celebrate it in a way too, because the truth of the matter is, whether you're rich, you're poor, beautiful, have a beautiful house, death finds us all, okay? You cannot avoid death. It's gonna come to you, you know? Even if you could be really healthy, even if you live to be like 102, like my grandma, death will still get you, right? Everyone will eventually die. And so this is about acceptance of that and equality. And so again, acceptance and equality. So equality, because a death reaches everyone, right? And acceptance of it. And this card also represents letting go of what? About letting go. And I'll go even deeper, saying letting go of what doesn't serve you. Letting go of the nonsense that has made you go into this energy of just unbalance, right? Letting go of that stuff. And so adjustments are required, right? And so Moonology, this is from the Moonology, so third quarter moon. This is saying think of yourself as a vessel that has been filled more and more over the past few weeks. Some of what has come your way may have been wonderful, but there's also a lot of negativity that you need to let go of. So again, letting go. Whatever situation you're asking about, be honest about whether there are toxic emotions involved which you need to release into the ethers, okay? This card also comes with a promise that not all is lost. However, there are changes or adjustments required before you get to where you want to be. A change, of course, is forecast now, that recent events have been understood and acted upon. There may be a crisis now, which will remind you that what you want and what is time to let go of, so pay attention. And so this is a time to reevaluate your situation, right? Your life may be out of balance, but this may be causing you issues. It may be time to hatch a different plan or a new plan, okay? This is also a promise of something new and exciting around the corner, okay? And so again, we have the Lovers, so I'm gonna show you that one too, because that goes on about the choices that you have. And so it also represents major life choices and decisions. And so this is a reminder, that perfect harmony is attainable. And if this has to do with your career and finances as well, it says balancing your career and your personal life is a key to being successful, okay? And so again, it's about balance. So what you don't see that's coming is balance, okay? And balance, again, like I said, it's going to open up opportunities for you. And you have Archangel Raquel here. It says, we angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved now. And so don't be fearful of confronting whoever this person is, because this needs to happen. And you have Archangel Raquel here as well, protecting this situation. You're going to reach harmony. This is related with this and this here as well, right? And deep down, this person, this Knight of Swords, I don't feel like, if this is someone that you do care for, like I said, like a partner, you're a parent, you want harmony, right? I know that you've been trying to avoid this, but a good relationship is one that both supports and challenges, and so you want to have a healthy relationship with this person, and you're going to have it by just speaking your truth. That's what you don't see that's coming, okay? And it's a very, very good thing, and this is going to bring awakening to you, okay? And that's where you have remembrance. And I'm going to show you Sky Father as well, and what it says here with remembrance. And this actually talks about 1111, which 11 is my life path number, and 1111 is my favorite number. That's why I'm the goddess of 1111. And so it says here, you're ready to live your life in the wisdom of your heart. You may have been citing, like I said, 1111 as a reflection of this, okay? And so if you have not, then expect to be receiving this sign soon, okay? So you may see it on a clock, a phone number, a receipt, or in a dream, okay? With this wisdom, fresh and innovative ideas will flow into your mind as new ways to live your life. No one else has to change their ways, only you. Live from your heart, be an inspiration, discover a new world. Okay, so it says no one else has to change their ways. So that's a very important message to you, because again, something that I have to reiterate to you guys is that you cannot control anyone, and no one can control you either unless you let them, okay? So all you're doing is you're telling this person how to treat you, okay? And you do that by having boundaries, by having healthy boundaries. But the truth of the matter is, the reason why they've been mistreating you is because you've been allowing it. And so what you need to do is stop allowing it. You control you. Okay, you can control what people do, but you can control what you allow and accept, right? So if you say no to certain things that aren't resonating with you or not healthy for you or are making you feel bad in any way, then that's on you, okay? That's the truth of it. So this is, another emphasis to remind you that you can only control you. And that's a very powerful thing though, right? Once you start being able to really master yourself, then the rest is just wow. Like, then you're really stepping into your power and really manifesting the things that you want in your life. Okay? So we have here the Sky Father, and so that's what I was wondering. Perhaps you guys can tell me in the comment section who this Knight of Swords that's driving you crazy is, if perhaps it is a father figure. But the Sky Father, the message about this here also is to remind you that to trust that the path is unfolding exactly as it needs to, okay? And it's reminding you here that you have a personal relationship with the Great Father, okay? And knowing that he's lovingly leading you forward. And so this represents, the Sky Father represents your relationship with masculine energies of the divine and possibly a very powerful male or father figure, okay? So again, like I said, I feel that this was like a male energy that you're dealing with. And this is also, if this is a father figure in your life, this card also appears when there are opportunities to improve your father connection in your life. And if your father figure is in heaven, which mine is, know that his spirit is drawing close, right? If he's on earth, there's an opportunity to heal something, whether past or present, okay? So there's also promise here if you're having daddy issues, right? And they still are living here, that there's promise that that relationship can heal, okay? So we have here prayer. Dear guardian angel, help me believe that all is possible through love. Help me manifest my dreams and live an inspiring, fulfilling life. Help me feel God's presence in every moment. Help me feel eternally loved. Thank you for always being by my side. Okay, so that's a beautiful prayer that you can pray to your angels. You do have Archangel Raquel on your side, helping harmony in your relationships. And then finally we have this card here, which from the universe has my back. In every moment, the universe is conspiring to bring me toward a right-minded thinking and the energy of love. Okay, so in everything you do, do it in love. Even when you're fighting and standing up for yourself, you do that in love as well. And self-love is essential, right? You need to love yourself. We always talk about being selfless and loving all those around you, but really you got to take care of yourself first before you can take care of others. So self-love is very important, and by letting go of what isn't serving you, by standing up to this Knight of Swords, and by standing in your truth and fighting for what is right and fighting for yourself and everything, that is self-love, right? And that's the right energy to be in. So this is your reading, pile 1. I hope it's brought some insight to your situation, and I love you guys. Help out my channel by liking, sharing, and subscribing, and I will see you in the next reading. Thanks, bye. Alright, pile 3, if you chose this beautiful blue card here with this blue stone, this is your reading. So from the tarot, I have the Ace of Coins. And remember, the theme of this reading is what unexpected changes are coming your way. We have Temperance in reverse. We have the 9 of Air, the 6 of Water in reverse. We have Mountain in reverse, and we have the Metamorphosis as well in reverse. It's going to be a little bit hard to fit everything in here. I'll try to squeeze it all in here so we can see all the cards. This is a card from the universe has your back, which I'll read at the end. We have skull flowers, or skull of flowers, sorry. We have judgment, first quarter moon, arrow. We have soul song, which we'll try to squeeze in as well. There's soul song there. We have a message from your angel here, and a couple messages from the angels, and then I'll read this card too. I can show you it. It's embrace. Through each other you find the missing pieces. Peace. I'll read it towards the end here, and then teaching and learning, Archangel Zadkiel. Okay, so we're going to look into what the current energy is and what changes are coming about. So pile 2, with the Ace of Coins here in reverse and the Temperance in reverse, this is telling me that you have had delays with your finances, with your career, and this has caused you to feel like at a loss. You're out of balance, because the Temperance in reverse talks about that as well, about being out of balance and feeling feeling a bit lost as well, like things are falling apart. And I know with everything that's been going on with the pandemic and everything, a lot of people have lost their jobs, a lot of people have gotten out of work, and so you're not alone in this, right? But there has been either a job loss or financial loss in some sort of way that has caused you to feel like things are just falling apart, right? With the Temperance here. And the news or the unexpected changes that you're not seeing is that this is going to change. So that's the good news. This is not stagnant. And how you're going to get there. So we have the 9 of air here, and then we have the 6 of water in reverse. So the 9 of air in this particular deck, in the Dreams of Gaia, this talks about being one with the universe. And you can, if you look at this card here, you can see like she has the universe all within her mind, and she's just connected to it. And I love that there's the lotus flower as well, because there's a big theme about emerging through the darkness. Okay, so everything that you've gone through has a purpose. It was meant to strengthen you. It says here your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon. And so this was all a test, okay, to strengthen you, and so you can overcome it. You are meant to overcome this. All right. And so we'll go further into it, but I'm going to read to you what it says here with the 9 of air. Because we are all part of the universal consciousness, and this is something that you're awakening to. And this is what's going to bring forth you getting out of this energy here, where you feel like your abundance is lacking. You've been waiting for this new beginning in your finances, and it's going to come about. So we have here, it says the 9 of air represents the importance of knowing your mind, understanding the beliefs and thoughts that limit and restrict you, and freeing your imagination. Now it's time to embrace innovation and creation. It's time to step into the realms of the unknown and imagine to enter the void, where your imagination is most powerful, and bring what you find there to life. You're born of universal consciousness. You're capable of greatness. But all too often you may have been punished for seeking it. Nonetheless, it's time to let go of any unconscious bias against creativity and embrace it as an expression of human power and ingenuity that it is. You are as powerful as your mind allows you to be. You are as creative as your mind allows you to be. Don't be afraid to embrace your beautiful imagination, the void in which it resides in the womb that gives birth to the universe that is teeming with life and possibilities. To imagine, create is to make a divine magic. You were born of creative universal consciousness. You were born to create. Okay, so what this is saying here is that yes, you were born to create, and your mind is a very, very powerful thing. And so one of the things too is thinking outside the box, right? And I'll give you an example even with myself. I lost a job where I was working on the phones because at the time I wasn't living at a place where I could work from home. So I lost my job. However, I found a job working at a retail store, which did very well even during the lockdowns and everything because it was essential, so I still had a secure job. And then as a backup, I had an online job overseas because I wind up moving, and then I could work from home. But that job vacancy was already filled by the time all that happened. But everything's been a blessing, right? I'm very grateful for the way my path has led me. Even though I did lose that job, I'm actually a lot happier in my current job right now that I'm at. And now I have a backup online job as well that has a security. So I have security. So it's thinking outside the box, and it's actually overseas as well, the job that I have. And so thinking outside the box as well, and just being open to roll with the changes, you know, because I always tell my clients this, that you only can control yourself, and your life unfolds to the 10%. 90% of your life unfolds to how you respond to the 10% that you cannot control. So for whatever reason, whether you're, you know, you may have lost your job or your finances may be in disarray, for whatever reason that occurred, it may have been out of your control, but how do you respond to it is within your control. And a lot of it, the 9 of air in the traditional tarot, has to do with a lot of anxiety and over-worrying as well. And so I love this in this deck because this card talks more about taking back your power and co-creating with the universe. And your thoughts do create your reality. So if you start being grateful for the little things that you do have. You may have lost your job, but be grateful you still have a roof over your head, you still have clothes on your back, you still have food to put on the table. Those are things to be grateful for. And if you're grateful for those things, then you're in the right energy to attract more abundance into your life. That's how it starts. It starts in the mind, okay? And feeling those, and also feeling those emotions of gratitude, because there is a little bit of a warning here with the 6 of water in reverse. And in this particular deck, it talks about being wary of seeking revenge. So you can let me know in the comment section about what went on with you guys, pile 2, why you have this urge to seek revenge. But it's here. There's a warning here about it. You know, saying that it's not a good energy to be in, and it really doesn't serve anyone. Because it says here, the 6 of water reverse has a very simple message and meaning. It does not serve us well to give into the desire to inflict hurt just because we believe someone to be deserving of it. We may feel that we are justified, but what purpose does an act of spiteful retaliation serve but to make us less perpetuate suffering? It can also be said that it makes us energetically the same as the person who harmed us, okay? And so that it's true, because I mean, karma does exist. People will get their just desserts eventually. They do, you know. What you put out into the universe will come back to you. So if there's someone that has harmed you in any way or hurt you in any way, do your best to refrain from retaliating, because it's true. If you do an eye for an eye, and I know a lot of people believe that way, but if you do an eye for an eye, that gives you bad karma. Puts you in a bad energy state. You don't want to lower your vibration to someone else's lower vibration. You want to stay in those high vibrations so you can manifest your abundance. And that also could be possibly why there's even been delays in this abundance as well, if you are in that energy. I'm just going to be real with you guys, because you attract what you emit, right? And so that's why it's essential, even if someone harms you, even if someone does something that wrongs you, yes, don't take it, don't be a doormat, but don't retaliate and try to get revenge as well. Because again, like I'm saying, it lowers your vibration, and it actually it's a stumbling block from your actual abundance as well. You want to stay in that high vibration and always come from a place of love, always. It says here as well that therefore, the 6 of water comes to caution against embracing pettiness and retaliation. Regardless of the circumstances, there's always a better opinion than an act of spite. Anger used in this manner is rarely beneficial or healing. Instead, perpetuates suffering. Again, what I was saying. There are none who can remain untouched when cruelty is offered. Both the person who inflicts it and the person it is inflicted upon will be marked by it. If revenge is desired, the best revenge we can mete out to anyone who has hurt us and upset us is to remain peaceful and emotionally detached. We can choose to be kind to ourselves to end our suffering by walking away and investing our time and emotion in something more worthy. Very, very true. And it's true because lots of times when they're trying to get under your skin and you act like it don't even faze you, that sometimes is like the best anyway, because they're not winning. They're trying to get to you. And the fact that you are taking the high road and not letting it get to you, that's the best, right? That actually gets under their skin, and it keeps you in those high vibrations as well, because that is essential. Okay, so that's just a little bit of a warning there. And you know, this is a general reading as well, so take what resonates, but I had to put it out there because it came in the reading. So furthermore, I think also it reiterates here with the mountain as well, because the mountain talks about things being so big and so, you know, this obstacle, this huge obstacle in front of you, like this huge mountain, and perhaps, you know, you wanting to just climb it, and maybe, you know, that's where that feeling is. It's like, you know, I just want to get through this, you know, and get over this big obstacle, and maybe even retaliate as well. But this message here is saying that you don't need to move at this time, right? It says here there are times of, all right, it says here there's an obstacle to your inquiry, right, which we know, and says this is not the time to move forward. Wait a while, be patient, and the way around the mountain will be revealed. Pushing forward isn't your highest good. Don't try to climb too high to grasp a prize that seems out of reach, because it is for now. If you exceed your limits, you'll find yourself tumbling down and you'll get hurt. Remain open to new possibility rather than stubbornly forging ahead. Okay, so this is like not to be like, this reminds me of the Knight of Swords energy, where he just goes for it. He's the fastest knight in the tarot. You know, he's like a dust cloud underneath him, but he's like not rational as well, you know. And so it's just a warning to not just, I get it that you're tired of this, but take your time with it, because everything is in divine timing as well. Because we have judgment here, and this is about soul searching as well, and about really reflecting on your life choices, on your circumstances, and what you could have done differently, what you can do better in the future as well. This is all a learning experience. There's a big message about learning as well, because we have learning here, teaching and learning, and then we have as well here about the teacher. And so, I mean, you could be a teacher as well. Maybe that's why this is coming through. You guys can let me know if you guys have teaching. It could also be that through this lesson learned, you will be able to teach others as well. But I also deeply feel that this is a big lesson for you that you will learn, and it will strengthen you, right? Because we have the metamorphosis here. This is about, and this is similar to the Skull of Flowers, this is about transforming this darkness that has happened, this defeat that you felt. It was to help you grow. It was to help you strengthen. The lotus flower, I love the lotus flower, and that's why they use it in symbolism in Buddhism, because it is a flower that is able to grow in the muddy, murky waters. And so from something that is so filthy and dark, something beautiful can blossom. And that's essentially what you are. You're the lotus flower, and you're this butterfly as well, because this is a butterfly here, right? There's butterflies here. These flamingos are making, these two flamingos look like a butterfly here. And so what do butterflies do? They're a caterpillar that goes into like a cocoon and then transforms into this beautiful butterfly. And that's essentially what you've been doing. That's what this was. This was your caterpillar phase, and now you're ready to blossom into that butterfly. You're going to soar and fly, right? So it says here, yep, there's a times of chaos and darkness that occur, like the growing pains experienced by the caterpillar, right, in the process of becoming to a butterfly. It says there's a tendency to expect the worst when the first signs of difficulty arise, when something's taken away or unwanted circumstances come to challenge you to let go of old ideas how life is supposed to be. You're not a victim. Rather, you're experiencing the temporary discomfort we all must go through before the beauty is revealed. And that's a big message too. None of us are victims, and we really need to stay out of that victim mentality, because that also is a stumbling block to our abundance as well. So these are all messages for you, my pile 2. Now the Skull of Flowers, The skull, I love this. This is actually one of my favorite cards in the deck because it's such a powerful meaning. And so this says here, to blossom and bloom, the work must be done. Through fire and ashes, our fortune comes. So again, the message about facing the darkness, blossoming through the ashes, right? Like the phoenix rising. It says here, before flowers are born, there are sweet buds on a plant that came from a smaller form like a seed or a bulb. The seed needs preparation, nourishing soil to grow its potential. Some plants and trees only seed after fire or a period of extreme adversity like drought or flood. Sometimes we wish for a life different than the one we have, and that can mean radical change. Sometimes to have the new life, everything falls apart to make it so, and that can be uncomfortable. We may lose our relationships, or they may change. We might lose our job, have to move house, or become ill. All big events that lead to reassessment of how our lives live. And so that could be true, like all those things, right? That represented the Ace of Coins in reverse there. Sometimes the universe gives us a blank slate to work from so we can build what we really want, rather than just settling for less. The Skull of Flowers celebrates not just a kind of phoenix energy, but an energy of success and full bloom through adversity, okay? So this is beautiful for you. This adversity that you've gone through, and I keep saying the same thing over, and the cards, this reading keeps reiterating that message, is that you are going, the unexpected change that you're not seeing is that you are going to blossom through this adversity, and you're going to come out stronger, okay? I love that for you. And so we have here the arrow, surround yourself with protective energy. And so yes, protect yourself from negative energy. So if you have people that are trying to hurt you, trying to bring you down, just walk away. I will actually, for your pile too, I'll put a frequency, because I'm big on frequencies. And you also have Soul Song, which tells me that music will be very healing to you as well. And also meditating as well. The universal sound is that's very healing as well. But also, you know, protect yourself from negative energy. I do this every day, especially because I do work in retail. I'm surrounded by a lot of people, and during these times there are people that are going through a lot, and they bring, and as an empath I can feel all that. So I need to protect my energy every day, and you guys need to as well. So put a little frequency for you guys as well to protect your energy, because I feel that's essential for you guys as well, and that will also help you manifest the abundance that you are destined to have. Okay, so finally we have these last few cards here. So we have, I witness the darkness and call on the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive this fear through the eyes, the teacher of love. Okay, so again, this is about finding the light within the darkness. So you've been in the darkness, right? And you're calling upon the light. And then there's that gratitude, thanking the universe for guiding you, right? And to step out of fear, right? Because again, like I said, traditionally the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Air, is about that anxiety card, right? Over worrying, over stressing, getting out of that low vibration of fear. And seeing that this is just a big lesson. Your commitment's being tested. This is just a big lesson for you, so you can blossom into something even more powerful. And perhaps, you know, like I said, like with my job, I lost it, but now I'm even happier where I am. And so lots of times the universe will end something that perhaps wasn't for your best, or wasn't really helping you to be your highest good, so it can give you something better. And remember, when one door closes, 1,000 doors open for you. So again, be open to new possibilities as well. So we have here, message from your angels. This is actually a prayer. Peace. Calm your thoughts and move your awareness to a peaceful space inside your heart. Feel the ebb and flow of love, the eternal movement of the stars. Your life is forever unfolding to greater spheres of love. Relax and do not worry about anything, for all is well. You will soon enter time of well-earned peace and tranquility. All right, so peace is coming to you. So again, don't let go of those anxious thoughts, right? And then we have Archangel Zadkiel, which is there for you, helping you to gain your abundance here. It says, keep an open mind and learn new ideas, then teach these ideas to others. So there you go, teach these ideas. So not only are you gonna learn a big lesson, but you're gonna teach it onto others. Nothing is wasted, everything has a purpose. And we have embrace through each other, find the missing pieces. And so what I see here is, for one, with family and loved ones, you know, even though it's been tough times, really collaborate with each other, support each other. And also another message that I feel with this too, with the missing pieces, is that think of a puzzle, right? You're getting these little pieces and it's all to build this big picture, right? And so you may not understand why this fell away, and you got to do some searching, right? Some searching, and you're slowly putting these pieces bit by bit. You're not rushing, you're slowly putting these pieces bit by bit, and you're creating this big picture. And you're going to see at the end of it, that's why this happened. This is what it led me to become, you know. And so it's very beautiful. And so that's what's you're not seeing. That's what's unexpected changes that are coming. And I'm really excited for you, because that's a beautiful thing, to get out of this energy and to really just awaken to your true power, where you're able to manifest the life and career and stability that you're wanting. That's beautiful. And it's going to come about by all these things that I've spoken about, by really reflecting on what you can do differently, by keeping an open mind, by having a positive mind frame, and know that you are the lotus flower, you are the phoenix that's rising through the ashes. You will get through this, okay? So pile 2, this is your reading. I hope it's brought some insight to your situation. Please help out my channel by liking, sharing, and subscribing. I love you all, and I will see you at the next reading. Take care. Alright, my pile 3, if you chose this beautiful card here with this stone here, this is your reading. So the theme of this reading is what unexpected changes are coming your way. So from the tarot, I have the 7 of Cups. I have the 5 of Wands in reverse. I have the 3 of Earth and the 2 of Earth, and then I have storm fields here as well, so we'll try to squeeze that in there. Storm fields. We have the Phoenix, the Hunter, Full Moon, Trick or Treat. This message I will save towards the end. That's from The Universe Has Your Back. And we have Authentic Truth as well here for you. And then some messages from your angels. We have Hello from Heaven, another love. That's all, another message from your angels. And then we have this as well, which is let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. All right, so we have that as well, the card that you chose here. So we'll get into the reading now and explain what all this means for you. Okay. So, pile 3. What's been going on with you, and how are we gonna go, how all this is gonna unfold. So we have the 7 of Cups here, and then we have the 5 of Wands in reverse. And so I love this reading for you. This is quite beautiful. What this is telling me here is with the storm fields and the Phoenix as well, is you've gone through a lot. Okay, you've gone through a lot, and a lot of us have, especially during this time worldwide. We've all been going through a lot of unexpected changes, a lot of turmoil, and you aren't it's not so much that you feel stuck like pile 2. It's, you know that there's options out of this, but there's a bit of fear of how to go about it, about making the wrong decision. It's sort of like, which way do I go? Where do I go from here now? You know, I could do this, I could do that. What's the right thing to do? What's the wrong thing to do? A bit fearful of the unknown, because the unknown is unknown to us, right? And that's why a lot of us actually get tarot readings, because we want an insight to what's ahead, right? Because we want to make the right decision. We don't want to make the wrong decision. And so the 7 of Cups represents options, choices, right? Could also represent illusions, and sometimes being an illusion and not stable in realistic reality, you know, which that's coming to you with these earth cards here. That's what's beautiful, is you're going to get out of this energy, and this inner battle that you've had within yourself, that's going to go away too, because that's what this is representing here, right? With the 3 of Earth, which is very beautiful, this is about community and stability, like this reading. You know, there's several cards about that. It's also about releasing your fears as well, and rising as a phoenix out of this turmoil that you have been in. That's what's coming to you, okay? And so with the 3 of Earth, which I'll read to you, because it's about planting the seeds, the right seeds, so something beautiful can blossom, okay? So you're gonna get out of this energy where it's like, what do I do? I don't know which way to go, what's wrong, what's right, and you're gonna finally have a path, and it's gonna come as a collaboration and working as a team and throughout the community. You're finally gonna pave a path where, okay, this is where I need to go, and this is what I need to do to have my dream, to have my wish fulfillment, because the full moon is a good omen that your wish, what you're wanting, what you've been fantasizing about, is coming true. But you just need to have a realistic plan for it, okay? And that's what's coming to you now, because you're becoming the phoenix, rising out of this storm. The storm has now renewed you, where you're rising out of that now, where you can actually plant real seeds and have your plan actually really unfold and blossom. That's what's coming to you. And so we have here the 3 of Earth, right? So it says here, the 3 of Earth represents a time of preparation. It's time to sow the seeds born of thought, need, and desire in fertile soil, and to do what is required in order to make those seeds grow. It's time for you to do the necessary groundwork. Remember, the outcome can only be equal to the investment you're willing to make in here and now. The 3 of Earth also symbolizes a time of sacrifice in the weeks and months ahead. There may be choices offered that appear as limitations or restrictions. Choices, right? There may be, while these choices might bring about feeling of reluctance and frustration and annoyance, put them aside and focus what the end result will bring. And that's what the ending is of that. It's the ending of that inner battle, right? With this 5 of Wands here, okay? The future may also offer moments of adversity and hardship that make you want to give up. If you find a resolved challenge over the weeks and months ahead, know that all you hope for to achieve is dependent upon your willingness to make a commitment now, and then honor that commitment to the end. Do so knowing that it will be noticed and respected. It may increase the opportunities that come your way. Okay, so whether it's, further education, new work, with responsibilities, saving for a new home, a building, a business, going off grid, whatever it is, right? Now is the time to look for realistic, grounded options, and then get in touch with those who have the knowledge and information you require in order to determine if your objectives can be achieved and the best course of action for you to take. The 3 of Earth asks you, what are you willing to do in order to achieve the outcome you desire? So now it's time to work. Now it's time to get out of what I do, oh, I'm afraid to make the wrong move, or, you know, now it's time to plant the seeds, right? Now it's time, and it's going to be work, and it's going to be tough at times, right? But you really gotta hold it together and believe in your ability to achieve your goal, because you're gonna achieve it. Okay, so now it's time to make these realistic plans. You're getting out of that energy, right? With the Two of Earth, it adds more about it. So this is about balance, you know, and harmony. Two of Earth symbolizes the importance of balancing work, home, family, and play while remaining flexible and adaptable, meeting one's commitments and responsibility. So not only will you be having realistic plans and working hard to get to your goal, but you're also going to have that balance as well, which is beautiful for you, right? So a balance of getting your plan into action, but also having time for free time as well, right? So there's going to be a balance. So it says be confident, trust in both yourself and your abilities, but also be flexible, adaptable, and open to compromise, right? And it's beautiful too, because you're gonna have collaboration. You're not alone. You're not alone, right? You're gonna have help with this, and to seek with the Three of Earth too, to seek the help that's from those that will help you achieve your goals, right? So whatever it is, you know, this is a general reading. So if you want to build a home off grid, what people know how to do that, to build, how do you research, you know, what block of land do you want to live on, you know, what place do you want to live, you know, if it's a career goal, you know, what education do you need for that, how do you go about that, you know, whatever it may be, you know, have realistic plans for it. It's the time for that. That's what's changing. And so we have the storm fields as well here. And so this is talking about what you've been going through, right? But it has a good promise. It says here, this too shall pass. An uncomfortable chaos is surrounding you. Things you've left unattended may be the cause of some conflict. Pent-up energy needs release, just as the storm in nature must break. For these events occur when the electricity between opposing forces stir things up and create temporary disorder. Not all storms are destructive. Rather, they serve nature by bringing rain to the ground and wind to the trees, enabling seeds to be widely distributed. To be widely distributed and continuous growth to be ensured. Just remember that whenever it's being stirred up inside you or between you and another will benefit you later. The sun will shine again and new growth will be observed. Don't be afraid to shake things up a little. So again, this reading also talks a lot about fear, about letting go of those fears. We have the Hunter, track down your fears and desires. And even here it says, thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perception so that I can see what is the highest good. What is of the highest good, right? And so the highest good for yourself, the highest good for the earth, for humanity and everything. And so this storm, it's a good storm. I know it may not seem like it right now, but what this reading is saying is that this storm, whether you realize it or not, it's for your highest good, and it's to get you exactly where you need to be, and to get you where you can have your wish fulfilled. It's the first step, okay? Because you're gonna rise from this storm. You're gonna rise, and you're gonna be the phoenix. You're gonna be more confident, more abundant, more successful, more emotionally fulfilled. Everything that you desire. From surviving the storm by making preparations and everything, you're going to be this phoenix rising from it, okay? And that's beautiful. I love that for you. I love the phoenix. I just love what it represents, you know? It's about being empowered. It says here, the immortal phoenix rises from the ashes and is reborn to magnificence. You could be experiencing or just have experienced some major crisis, such as a breakup of an important relationship, a failed business or project, job loss, academic failure, or death of someone close. Because this also speaks about loved ones in heaven. So again, this is a journal reading, so there could be some people out watching this reading that have lost loved ones as well. And it says here, you know, the death of someone close to you, which has left you devastated, right? And so the phoenix will basically renew you. You will be released from this past, okay? So it represents power and prosperity in all areas of your life. The phoenix is a symbol of freedom to do what you have always wanted to do. You will have increased vision for your long-term goals. Get ready for a new positive you to emerge brilliantly. Shine your light. Look for more meaning in your relationships. Don't waste time on those who don't have a future. There will be a psychic connection with new friends and lovers. Existing relationships will grow stronger or get left behind as you embrace a new chapter in your life. This card also favors a positive relationship union, compromising very yin and yang commitments, and highlights the birth of a child. If that's what you guys are wanting, right? Whatever it is that you are desiring, okay? If it's finances, you know, now is the next time for career and finances, especially for those who remain positive and make the necessary changes to their current life. Your aura is sparkling and you can now make your dreams a reality. You can rise to the top of your career and your finances will improve. Your creative side will come out and talents you didn't even realize you had will emerge, okay? So this is very, very beautiful for you. You're going to be coming out of that fear finally, right? Because fear is a very low vibration. It stops us from receiving whatever abundance that we really need. And it's one of my favorite sayings, you know, is, you know, let love guide you, not fear, right? And so by realizing that you are this phoenix, right? And remembering the power that you truly have, that's how you're going to receive everything. And this is emphasized again with the hunter here, where it says here, track down your fears and desires, right? So it says here, track down all your fearful thoughts and feelings. When you find them, you will find your desires too. The hunter card is based on, so you can see here, he's a Celtic god, right? Cernos? I think that's how you say his name. He's a stag god, so you can see these antlers here that he has since he's a stag, right? And he represents both the hunted and the hunter, which is quite interesting, right? So the hunter helps you connect with energy that is both fearful and fearless. Your fears are the only things that are standing between you and what you desire at this time. So you have to come face to face with them as the hunter does with wild animals and go beyond them, okay? So instead of being hunted down by your fears or other feelings that you have buried, become the hunter. You're being given confidence and strength at this time, so use your power to make a difference. You're not here to cower away or live in the shadows. You're here to realize your fullest potential, but this can only occur when you step up and do what needs to be done. When you receive this card, there could be an opportunity to face an aspect of your past or bring closure to a situation that has been haunting you. So those of you that have, you know, some relationship issue or relationship situation, this is also saying that you're going to have closure to that, whatever's been haunting you, right? So if you are a man or identify as a male, this could represent your masculinity and as an opportunity to know yourself more deeply. If you're a female or identify as a female, this card represents your capacity to be strong and powerful and overcome limitation. And then we have surrender to the divine, right? And so here it says the full moon, right? The very word climax brings all sorts of ideas and images, right? And so this is about tuning into your emotions and really seeing what they're telling you, right? Matters will soon conclude and you'll find out whether or not your wishes are coming true, which we know they are, right? This is talking about surrendering to divine. A wish you made is about to come true. So what this is saying here is surrender to divine. So a wish that you made, why it's saying it may come true, because it's about releasing your fears and surrendering to the divine as well. So there's two aspects to really manifesting your desires, right? There's, first of all, believing that you can receive the abundance, right? Believing it, trusting in it, and surrendering to the divine. Because sometimes we have to be open. I'm trying to see how I can word this. We have to be open to receive the abundance that the universe wants to give us in the way that the universe wants to give it to us. Okay, so an example would be, I say I want I want to be a successful tarot reader, right? This is an example. I want my YouTube channel to just expand so I can reach as many people as possible and spread my light to as many people, right? I just want it to be immense, so I can spread my light to as many as possible, right? To be open to how the universe wants to do that, right? So it could mean that possibly, say I do have a loss, say I lose one job that I have, right? And rather than seeing that as a loss, see that as the universe opening up doors so I can have more time for this, right? Another example could be someone who, or you guys, perhaps you want to have a really loving relationship. You want to have a commitment. You want to be with someone that makes you feel emotionally fulfilled and desired. But the thing is, if we focus only on a single person, maybe that person will never be that one for you, but if we surrender to the divine, if we surrender to the universe, and it could be that person, that person could evolve, come to the conclusion that how much, they really actually do want to be with you and have this moment of enlightenment and epiphany, or there could be someone better for you too. So it's about being open to the universe to give you that desire, that wish, however the best way unfolds, right? And not to be so determined on this is the only way, right? Which I don't feel you really are, because you guys are in the Seven of Cups energy where it's like, whoa, which way do I go? However, there is a bit of fear that's stopping you from receiving this, right? And so the unexpected change is coming your way is that releasing that fear so you can make realistic plans finally, and also, surrendering to how the universe will bring forth that as well, right? So it's a combination of things to manifest your dreams, right? Now, even with myself, like me and my partner, we always imagine ourselves moving to Thailand and living off-grid where we could grow our own vegetables, right? In this tropical environment, because my partner is Thai. However, we are flexible to how the universe brings forth that living off-grid and growing our own vegetables and living in nature and all that. We're thinking now of moving to Mexico because I'm Mexican descendant and I have family there, where we can still live the life that we want, but just in a different country, right? It doesn't have to be Thailand, it doesn't have to be Mexico, it could be anywhere in the world, but that's surrendering to the divine, right? So me saying, universe, I want this for myself. How are you going to bring it? It's okay if it's not Thailand, as long as I still get my abundance that I desire, as long as I still get to live in nature and still, get to grow my own vegetables, it's fine. I'm fine wherever in the world it is, right? And there's a deeper purpose for me being there, right? Who perhaps there's people that I need to shed my light to there, and so like I said, it's about surrendering to the divine as well. And this is all that's coming to you, and it's a beautiful thing. And once you do this, then you're really going to be able to be your authentic self. And that's the most beautiful thing, I feel. Once you are able to finally let go of this fear and really be practical and also while surrendering to the divine, this is where your dreams will finally manifest for you. With Trick or Treat, Mischief and Play, and this is from the Halloween Oracle. I know we're in October. I use this year round now because this is just a beautiful oracle deck. And what's really cute about the trick-or-treating, what it says here, you know, is that with the modern trick-or-treating, it actually unites communities, right? You know, it introduces our family and friends to us in a non-threatening and joyful way, right? And, you know, the kids go from neighbor to neighborhood collecting like candies and stuff like that. And so it's a way to connect with the community. And so a part of this is also connecting with community, which is emphasized here with the 3 of earth as well in this, you know, so there'll be a connection with community as well. And so finally, I'll just go with what these cards say here. So we have hello from heaven, Archangel Azrael. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. So you have loved ones in heaven really watching over you and showing and bringing down their blessings upon you. So you're safe, you're blessed, you're protected, you're taken care of. Know that, okay? You also have Archangel Azrael protecting you. We have love. Negative thoughts and feelings are sabotaging your pursuit of happiness. We, your angels, are here to help you heal. Allow our healing light to flow through your heart. Consciously infuse each negative thought or feelings with love and light. Feel both your heart and mind aligning to your soul's sacred purpose and unleash your divine potential through the power of love. So as we said, let love guide you, not fear, right? So letting go of your fear, coming from a place of love as well. And also your thoughts create your reality. So once you let go of the negative thoughts, the fears, the worries, and have a positive mind frame and believe that, you know, I can achieve this and this is how I'm going to go about it, by seeking advice from like-minded people and people in the community as well, collaboration, definitely you're going to again get what you desire. Here we have, let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. And so this can be for an actual relationship as well. So whatever is meant for you will always find you, right? Whatever's not meant for you, let it fall away. Again, as far as manifesting as well with the universe as well, it's again surrendering to the divine, right? And allowing things that unfold and manifest as they should. So remember, you can only control yourself, not others. And even if a situation, a relationship, a job, anything in your life falls away, it's because something better is for you, right? That's how I take that as well. And so I'll read from the Authentic Truth for you guys too, because I want to read that, and then I'll close your reading here. So it says here, discover your truth and let others find theirs. The truth will set you free, as long as you recognize there is more than one truth and the answers you seek beyond the beliefs you hold now. There are many truths in this world. You don't have to believe them all, just focus on what resonates with you. If you must convince yourself of your beliefs, they are not your truth. Your truth will always fulfill and satisfy. It is unconditional, meaning conditions don't have to change for you to live and feel your truth. There is no right or wrong, but there is cause and effect, or action and reaction. Master yourself, not someone else's process. When you change your beliefs, your life changes to match it. To do this, you must be aware of how you feel and practice focusing on what makes your heart sing, not shrink. When you align with your truth, you will flow, feel excited, and believe an authentic life is possible. If it is not your truth, you will resist, find it hard to commit, and feel indecisive. So again, I feel that pile 3, that part of the reason why there's this indecisiveness, because this really represents indecisiveness, right? It's because the life you've been living has not been your authentic truth. And it's time that you get out of that. And that's the unexpected change that's coming your way, is that you'll be getting out of that. And how you're getting out of that is by letting go of your fears, by collaborating with like-minded people that also align with your authentic truth, right? And by just aligning with your authentic truth, this is how you're going to get everything that you desire, okay? So pile 3, this is your reading. I love you all so much. Thank you for tuning in. If this reading resonated with you, please help out my channel by liking, sharing, and subscribing. I wish you all the best. Love and light. Take care. All right, my pile 4, if you chose this luscious, passionate card and this red stone here, this is your reading. So from the tarot, I have the Palace of Swords. I have the 8 of Wands. I have the 2 of Air. The Queen of Water in reverse. I have, actually we'll put all these here since there's a lot of these cards from the Enchanted Maps Oracle came out for you. So we have Commitment, we have Sad Embrace in reverse, we have Ghostlands also in reverse here, we have the Gentle Gardener. We have 2 cards from The Universe Has Your Back here. Some extra cards came out for you guys, pile 4, and I was told to just take them, so because there's a lot of beautiful messages for you guys. It chose this here. We have Death, and then we have Snake, which is very similar message. I love this, Death and Snake. We have Bambark here from the Halloween Oracle. You are the universe. A new romantic cycle begins. That is new moon in Libra. We have some messages from your angels, brilliant idea and trust here as well. And of course the card that you chose here, which is passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at the present. Enjoy it. Okay, so this theme of the reading is what unexpected changes are coming your way. Okay, and so could be any changes. And so far for all the piles, I feel you pile 4, there's a very, I mean, all piles had potential for romance and love and all that, right? But your pile really screams that, because you have a new romantic cycle begins. We have passion as well, and we even have commitment. And so this is a general reading, so it could be whatever you're passionate for will manifest. However, I do really feel that this is, for the majority of you, something to do with your love life in particular. And so what is beautiful here, what's going on here? Okay, so we have the Palace of Swords. So this is a special card that's unique to one of the new tarot decks I got, the Tarot of Dreams. And with the Palace of Swords, it represents looking, I'll show you it actually so you can look at it. It's really beautiful. Air energy is about intellect, sword energy, right? It's about intellect, and what this represents is really, I mean, look how high above the clouds this palace is, right? And so it represents looking at things from a very broad perspective and really seeing the big picture. This is an awakening. This is the epiphany. This is the enlightenment. This is what's coming to you, okay? And it's coming fast. We have the 8 of Wands. This is the now. It's going to come fast and even unexpected, right? I mean, this is unexpected changes. That's the theme of this reading, but this is wow, okay? And it's coming from, you know, looking at things not just black and white, because things aren't just black and white, right? There's polarity to things as well, which you're going to be seeing, but also seeing the gray areas, not just as everything black and white. And coming out, there's a new beginning, right? There's shedding of the old skin. There's a death of the old and a rise of the new. That's what the butterfly represents, right? Going into this cocoon and then blossoming into this butterfly. So a death of the old and an awakening of the new, right? That's the theme of this reading, right? And coming out of this Queen of Water energy in the reverse as well, because the Queen of Water in reverse you know, has to do with she isn't in the best energy emotionally, right? She is pretty much an emotional wreck, and you're coming out of this, okay, which is good news. This is beautiful news. You know, it's about trusting your feelings and senses and looking beyond the surface, right? Again, seeing that clear picture and being able to see the bright and positive outcome that is before you, right? And the queen, it's about embodying the positive energy of the queen, you know, no longer being an emotional wreck. And the queen of water, when she's in reverse, she also can have a bad habit of holding back her love, withdrawing her love in order to punish or control, or out of fear of being hurt even, you know. And so it's about getting out of that so you can attract real fulfilling love, right? Because, you know, she's been hurt. That's why she's doing this, right? And it's just a defensive mechanism. But the beautiful thing is that you're going to come out of that, finally, okay? And there's so many messages about that. You know, we have commitment, so there's going to be a deepening of commitment. So whether you're looking for marriage, whether you're looking for a deeper commitment within your current partner, or just a renewal of that affection and passion that you guys had, you know, we have, you know, passion ignites, right? A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at the present. Enjoy it. And so because you're letting go of this oldness, you're releasing this emotional baggage, you're gonna have the seductive quality about you that's gonna attract either new potential lovers, because this is a general reading, or strengthen the bond that you have right now with your current partner, right? So with the Eight of Wands, I'll go back to the Eight of Wands. This is very beautiful. It says, a great energy and speed, efficient and productive mental process, inspiration, a great surge of energy. So the Eight of Wands represents great energy and speed, okay? And so it shows, you know, the wands just shooting up. Look at it here. It's one of my favorite cards in the tarot. Just shooting up, right? And so the wands are cooperating with each other, moving in the same direction, so they become a single entity, a fleet of wands, right? So this is inspiration striking you. This is suddenly seeing the path that will take you over and around and under through your obstacles. You are firing on all cylinders and your goals appear to be within your grasp, right? And so it's about experiencing the great surge of energy. Now is the time to not hesitate, you know, take advantage of this newfound energy that will take you closer to your desires, right? And so this is coming about from shedding the old you and having this renewal. This is beautiful. This is about getting out of the victim mentality, right? Because we are not victims. We have the power to create our own reality. You are the universe. You're one with the universe. You co-create with the universe, right? This is what you're awakening to. Your power to co-create with the universe, realizing that you're not a victim of circumstances. 90% of your life unfolds how you respond to the 10% that you do not control. You can only control yourself, right? And that's where your power lies. And by realizing it, then you're going to co-create with the universe, shedding the old ways and being renewed into this new beautiful energy. The ghost lands, that's about reflecting on the things that went wrong, the things that went bad, getting out of that energy again, right? The past is in the past. Learn from it, move on from it, grow from it. Let it transform you, but don't let it stumble you. Don't let it keep you in this negative mind thinking, right? The gentle gardener, that's about, it says here, be your own person. Be a conscious co-creator. Again, the gentle gardener is visiting you at this moment in your life to remind you that your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs create the reality you experience. She is the embodiment of the energy within you that is sent out into the field of co-creation and ensures that you are, all that you are, is reflected in the world of form. You are aware of your thoughts. What is your quality? It's asking you, are you aware of your thoughts, right? Believe, my goodness, I'm botching this. Let me start over. Okay, gentle gardener says here, be your own person, be a conscious co-creator. The gentle gardener is visiting you at this moment in your life to remind you that your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs create the reality you experience. She is that embodiment of the energy within you that is sent out into the field of co-creation and ensures that all that you are is reflected in the world of form. Are you aware of your thoughts? What is their quality? Believe in the limitless possibility and you will see miracles unfold. The gentle gardener guarantees the integrity of everything you send out into the world. Stay positive and expect a wondrous return. Your garden is abundant with beauty, right? So getting out of all of this energy, right? That's what's going to bring your fulfilling emotion, this passion, right? This renewal of you. We have here messages from your angels. We have a brilliant idea. This coincides with the Palace of Swords. It even has, the similar horse here, right? With the wings, right? The Pegasus. Archangel Uriel, yes, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action to bring your idea into fruition. This is the angels saying that they're protecting you, they're guiding you. This enlightenment that you're having, go for it, right? You have so many messages to say, just go for it. Right? You have the Eight of Wands, right? This surge of energy, right? Passion, this passionate energy that you have. You are looking at a situation, so trust in the universe that's guiding you. You are looking at a situation from purely physical perspective, right? Therefore, you cannot see the bigger picture. This is changing. So you cannot see the bigger picture and blessings interwoven within the event. We, your angels, urge you to trust, for all will work out in the best way possible. Let go of your fear and apprehension and allow God's healing powers to flow to you. Trust, for all will heal in ways you never thought possible. So this is unexpected, right? This is the energy. This is what's coming to you. This is beautiful. We have here, there is nothing sexier than my authentic truth. So by shedding the old and again coming into this energy, you're going to be more authentically you. This is what's going to bring passion. This is what's going to make you seductive. This is what's going to bring this commitment as well. There's going to be a renewal. There's going to be a spark in your love life. That's so clear here. If that's what you're looking for, we have universe works fast when I'm having fun. So again, just enjoy life. Have that positive vibration and it's going to come quick. Your desires, it's going to come quick. And then we have bombard, sweetness and synergy. And so this is interesting. This is from the Halloween Oracle. This talks about back in the day, they used to cook this sort of dessert pastry sort of thing, right? I've never really tasted or heard of it before getting this oracle deck, but it's very interesting. And so there's different things within it that you could pull out that would show you what your fate was, right? So similar, kind of like tarot reading in a way. And so what things are unfolding right for you. And so there's sweetness and synergy. And so what this is saying here is that when you pull the Barmbrack card, it indicates a curiosity to know what is ahead, but important to balance that with the now. After all, we have the tools to change our future. Should we choose the sweet synergy of Barmbrack, all the ingredients, including the objects, are more complete and powerful together than they are individually. Should you encourage you to seek your own sweet spot? So what this is saying is that, use all the tools that you have around you. What I'm getting from this is use all the tools you have around you to seek that sweet spot. So again, the awakening, right? The enlightenment, the brilliant ideas that you have. It's, what's around me that I can use. It's like being that magician,
right? That uses all the elements around him. He has to manifest what he wants. He's a magician, right? So he uses the fire energy, he uses the water energy, he uses his intellect as well, and the earth energy well. So he uses all the elements to manifest his desires, and that's what you're doing. That's what you're becoming, right? Again, learning to co-create with the universe, right? And so I love this for you guys. I really do. You know, and so that's what's coming to you. You know, that's the unexpected that's coming to you, is this enlightenment. So pile 3, this is your reading. Please help out my channel by liking, sharing, and subscribing. I love you all. All the best. Love and light. Take care.